Greetings, class. This is W. Clay, your instructor for Theater 14A, and this is your long overdue introduction to the class and how to navigate through it. So the first thing we need to do is choose a browser. I'm going to use Firefox, which works most of the time. Sometimes Google Chrome works better. I'm sticking with Firefox for right now. So the first thing we want to do is go to Angel, and hopefully all of you folks have been there so far. Click at the link at the top of the West Valley page. And then we need to sign in. Now that I'm signed in, we can pick the class. And so, whereas you folks have all the classes you're taking, I have the class that I am teaching, classes I'm teaching. So here we go right here, 44353, this is the section number. Here is the course main page, which has how to get to my office in case you ever want to go there, and then some discussion forums, grades, which in order to actually see how the grades really look, you have to hit refresh, and hopefully that will change. But I haven't done anything because I'm the instructor, so it won't really matter. And then also your course mail is right here. You can look at your inbox, do a quick message, things like that. I'll get back to that in just a second. Most of your stuff is all going to be in lessons. So you've got directions on what you need to do for the class, read the syllabus, submit a picture, look at the blog topics you need to post or respond twice each week, and we'll talk about that in a second. Open up the first weekly folder, you're responsible for the content in it, and then repeat steps 3 and 4, which is what you'll be doing throughout the class. Important dates and deadlines are listed here. Those can also be found on the course page, on the front page, and then also on the syllabus. Here is your class syllabus. There's a PDF version and then an HTML version. This one you can either open up in a new window or you can print it out. This one you can open up in an accessible window if you need that. Here is your extra credit, 10 points. Here's how you submit your picture. You click on there and then you'll put a title saying, hey, this is me, here's my picture, and then you attach it and then you submit. So there are already a fair number of people who've already done that. And here's lesson 1, which you folks should already be working on and or completing. So if I click on there, this has the content that you're responsible for. So you have the discussion questions, the reading assignment, and the reading question, which go together. You have a PDF version of the notes, an HTML version of the notes, and then here's the lecture right here. And then also you have either clips of the movie or you have the entire movie. I would recommend watching the entire movie if you have time. And then the next lesson will look pretty much the same way. Some weeks there will be reading questions and some weeks there won't. Okay, so you are responsible for them for each lesson during the dates listed here. That's when you have to complete it. And then if you stay on track with this, you should have everything completed by the time the midterm rolls around. And then once that's done, then you do the sci-fi stuff before the final is done. So the monster blog right here, let me click on that. And so you need to do 2 posts per week. And that can be any of these topics here, or they can both be in the same topic. Do a post in favorite horror film and then respond to somebody else's. There you go. You're done for the week. Or you could do a post here and then you could respond in another one. Or you could do an FAQ question if you have a question, and then you could respond to something else. So it's really pretty flexible. Okay, and there's a fair number of topics, but just make sure you do your 2 each week, because otherwise at the end of the first half of the class, after the midterm, if you're shy of however many you need to have, so 2 entries per week, that's 8 weeks, you need to have 16 total posts or replies. If you don't have those, then you're going to be missing some points, so make sure you get that stuff done. And it's a good way to do interaction in the class. It's an online class, so we don't really get to meet each other too much, so this is one way we can do it, is through that particular discussion bit. Let me go down the class. So up until the first exam, which is opens on October 26th, you're going to go all the way through lesson 8. So please try to stay on track with that stuff. I'll open up an exam 1 study guide before the exam is actually open. And then after that, we're going to move to the Alien blog and a bunch of other stuff. And moving into sci-fi. Now, before then, I would also like you to take a look at this folder right here, the writing and video project info and paper samples, which will give you an idea of what you need to do for that. I'll actually click on it right now so you can see. So here's some sample topics. Here's a sample script. If you want to write a script, this is what a script looks like. Sample essay. Links to spring 2014 videos that people have already done, 2011 as well, and then here's paper writing tips and a script template. So open all that stuff up and look at it, and that should help you do your project before it's done. And I, of course, will be giving you folks a heads up before that's due so you can get a better idea of what you need to do for it. And if you have any questions about it, post those to the FAQs in the Monster blog, and I'll get around to answering it as soon as I can. But anyway, that is pretty much how you do the class. Let me go back to the course homepage real quick to show you folks how to send me an email if you need to. So if you go to View Inbox and then compose a message, you click To, and then you will, if you click on All Members, All Course Faculty, click on there, To, and then when you're done with that, hit OK, and then put a subject, then put a message, and then hit Send. If I hit send, it'll say you must enter a subject for it, but that's okay. And that's the way you'd send anything to me or to anyone else in the class. All right. Hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any problems, look on the syllabus for my contact info, and or post it to the FAQs or send me an email, and I will be glad to answer it as soon as I can. Good luck.